Hey, Visos! JC here. Although it may seem weird, soil is one of, if not the most important natural resource. Think about it. Whether it is the wheat on your cereal or the wood for your door, soil is needed in almost all the processes for the things we need in our life. Topsoil is the most important part of soil. It is the part that contains minerals and organic matter. Rich and healthy topsoil can take centuries to form. However, bad farming practices can lose topsoil very quickly. Erosion is the process of water or wind taking out soil. The process can be exaggerated by bad farming practices and turn a rich farmland into a desert. This has happened before in the 1930s with the Great Plains. Desertification occurs when climate change, seasonal droughts, and bad farming practices couple up to turn our farmland into a desert.
Deforestation. The cutting of forests it makes a complicated thing. It may cause soil erosion. Healthy forests contain a lot of water, carbon dioxide to maintain the climate. The regrowth of the forest may take centuries.
There are ways to minimize erosion through the careful management of agriculture and forestry, leaving stems and roots from last year's, planting different crops in different seasons, shaping the land like counterplowing, where you plant plants against the slope of the land, reducing runoff, creating steps so water and land are held. For forestry, we can harvest old trees to promote the growth of young ones.
What are the primary sources of water pollution? We need fresh water, and a lot of deposits are not renewable, so we must protect them. Water is contaminated with pollutants, harmful materials that enter the biosphere. Sometimes an oil spill is a source of pollution in the ocean.
Industrial chemicals, known as PCBs, were banned after large contamination events in the 70s. PCBs are dangerous and last for many years in the ecosystem. There's also a pesticide known as DDT. DDT controls mosquito populations. However, it has a bad effect on the environment. In a process called biological magnification, PCBs and DDTs can generate concentrations of these chemicals in animals in larger trophic levels, as shown in this graph. Residential sewage is also a large part of water pollution. Sewage contains nitrogen and phosphorus, which in small parts are beneficial. However, these large amounts foment algae blooms and bacteria that carry diseases. Water sustainability depends on us conserving environments that are critical for the water cycle, as well as treating sewage.
Oh hey, did you know that we need air to breathe and protect us from the sun? Air pollution is observed in smog, greenhouse effects, whatever, even more. Smog is a gray-brown haze found by industrial process. Ozone is a component of smog, and down here is harmful for people. Acid rain, airborne. Ozone is a component of smog, and down here is harmful to people. Acid rain, airborne. Acids mixed with water generate an and it can kill plants. Greenhouse gases trap heat. Particulates are dust and ash and can cause complications if breathed in. There are some ways of protecting air quality, such as having regulations for cars.
Well, that's it for information. It's now time to see if you learned anything. It's time for the game show with your host, Roy.
Welcome back to the game show, the generic game show. Well, this game is about chapter
6.2.
oh 10. Well, chapter 6.2. You know it, I know it, so let's see if you win. Well, what's the prize? This cat. You want that cool cat? You need to win, lady. Okay, question number 1. Which of these is not a type of air pollution? A. Acid rain. B. Erosion. C. Particulates. D. Smog. Well, you are correct if you chose B. Erosion is not a type of air pollution. Now the true and false question. In parts of the world with dry climates, a combination of farming, overgrazing, seasonal drought, and climate change can be turned farmland into desert. This process is called deforestation. Am I lying? Well, this is false, fake news. The correct answer is desertification. 1 short answer question. What are some of the common forms of air pollution? Smog, acid rain, and greenhouse gases, and particulates. Compare and contrast question. What are the differences between a smog and a fog? A smog... Oh. A smog is a gray-brown haze formed by chemical reactions among pollutants released into the air by industrial processes and automobile exhaust, and a fog is a cloud suspended in the atmosphere, but both of them resist visibility. Question 5. In what ways are particulates released to the atmosphere, and how can they affect someone? A. They are released by industrial processes and diesel engines. They affect your health if you inhale them. That's how particulates appear. What they was meaning is from engines and trucks and all of that. If you answered correct, give you a big hug and you're a winner. Thank you.